Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard already, my name is Mel, and I've had the privilege of being head boy this past year. To me and the rest of the students here right now, this day marks the end of the year. 5 years ago, we had our very first encounter in this very hall preparing for our entrance exam. An exam that to some of us seemed like it would determine our future. 29th of August 2012, our first day here. Do you all remember that day? You know, the day that you couldn't leave the house because your parents wanted to take that perfect picture of you. Parents, I want you to imagine that picture. Now look at your son or daughter. Look at how much they've grown. Take me, for example. I was about this tall. Look at how much I've grown. We came into the school knowing nothing, scared of not fitting in, but at the same time excited for a new start. It wasn't long until massive groups of friends were established. I remember spending hours calling for people, and by the time we got everybody out, we had to go in for dinner. We have been through a lot as a year group. We've climbed up mountains, we've jumped into the lake in Cambridge, and watched Narcisse doggy paddle his way back to the stairs. We've watched Tyler dive through a glass door. We've watched our gymnastic performances, and watched Peter Quill walking on his knees. We believed that the world was going to end when Gangnam Style hit 1 billion views. And yet, we kept dancing to the lyrics we didn't even understand. We've heard Mr. Sweeney say, Gabaneshka Kukufogi every morning. Even the occasional, I have a few announcements here, so I'd like to ask students to put their pens down. We've been asked the question, isn't this fun? By Mr. Curran, Campus Academy. And sadly, we've seen the end of Mr. Kennedy's The Reality Is. We've been through 5 November exams, 3 continuous assessments, 3 summer exams, 2 mocks, 1 junior cert, and we only have 1 exam left. It may be scary, but we're nearly there. But we couldn't have done it without the support around us. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the teachers who I know have gotten so frustrated with us, and I'm sorry for the non-stop chatting and even the awkward silences. Thank you to Mr. Sweetie for the few-minute breaks with your announcements. Thank you to Mr. Cash for the entertaining relationships, especially with Jack O'Donoghue. As a token of our gratitude, we'd like to present you with this award. And to our earheads, Miss Courtney, who unfortunately couldn't make it tonight, but we presented our gift to her on Tuesday. And to Mr. Rooney, who just couldn't last the 5 years with us and had to be with us. But he's here today to see us go into the world. Thank you for coming along tonight, and we also have small tokens for you. And of course, to Miss Doran, who stepped up to fill Mr. Rooney's shoes, and given the lack of time to settle in, has done a great job in supporting us through the stuff here. We'd like to present you this gift. And of course, thank you to our parents, the people who raised us and made us the people we are today. Without you, we definitely would not have made it this far. Okay, so I was told that I was supposed to give you some advice today, but I didn't think that I was fit, seeing I'm just like the rest of you. So instead, I went to 2 people who I know the world a lot better than I do. I went to my 8 and 6-year-old little brothers. The other 8-year-old said, be vegan, YouTube says it's good. And Gabriel, the 6-year-old said, what's advice? With my lack of knowledge of the world, I don't really know what they meant, so let me tell you a story instead. Last weekend, my family and I were shopping around, and we were in Penny's, when Gabriel picked up a Star Wars hat and was all like, look at me. My mom asked him to put it back, then we went upstairs. That's when we realized that he wasn't with us. So we ran back downstairs where we saw him last and sprinted around Penny's looking for him. It turns out he saw us going upstairs and followed us. I ran upstairs and I heard him screaming my name, so I followed his voice, and when I found him, I picked him up. What struck me the most was he wasn't crying. Instead, he started giving out to me. I was calling your name. I took a few things from this event. If you were ever, first of all, if you're ever lost and need guidance, you shouldn't be afraid to call out for help, because there are people who are there to help you. Secondly, my brother believed that going upstairs was the right thing to do. So just like him, follow the path you believe is right for you. Thirdly, shouldn't be scared of facing the world on your own, because you know you'll find your way. The last one was more for the parents who have experienced the world, rather than the students graduating here today, because I know the majority of you just want to get out of here. So parents, let us go. Let us go, like the way you let go of the bike and watch us cycle down the road. We may have fallen, but you were always there to pick us up. I know some of those metaphors were a bit of a stretch, but that's the kind of analysis you learn through years of English. One last thing. Don't forget who you are. As the old Filipino proverb says, ang di marunong lumingon sa pinanggalingan ay di makakarating sa naroroonan. Roughly translated, that means he who does not know how to look back from where he came from will never make it to his destination. I know some of you are ready to move on, but never forget the time you spent here. Instead, remember the good times we had, the memories we made, even if you only remember them when you hear the phrase, when I was in secondary school. And let's build upon those memories. Let's learn from our mistakes, but let's never forget who we are and the experience that have made us who we are. Class of 2017 has been a wonderful 5 years and an unforgettable one at that. I know that all of you will do great things with your lives. Colossus Piron, we have been the class of 2017, the greatest year group that you will have ever met. And I know you will never forget this. Before we end tonight's ceremony, we would like to say a few more words of thanks to Ms. Gallagher, which without her, this whole ceremony would not have been possible. We had a small Ms. Silver, without her as well, we wouldn't have had the beautiful music we had today. In the office, and to Ms. McCann for helping us with the art piece that's hanging up on the wall right there. And again, Mr. Sweeney, Mr. Cash, Ms. Dorian, without you, we wouldn't have made it this far. Thank you all for coming. Before you leave tonight, there will be refreshments served. It's just down that hall, past Mr. Sweeney's office to the left. Just follow the prefects. And now to end the night, we'll have our very last song. It's time.